Alright, so I was cut off on my other video. But anyways, I got the 8-bit dough stick here. So I'm about to power that on. As you see, my Nintendo is running. The fan is running pretty good. And it keeps it cool, man. Because if you're running all these emulation stations on here, Kodi and all these other programs that you got modification onto your Nintendo, you want to make sure all this stuff is cool. This stuff here gets moist or hot. You know, next thing you know, you can smell the circuits on your board, and you know you get a weird, funny smell. Yeah, I mean it's a overheating situation because it's hot. You know, so it's good to get a fan. I'm actually gonna have another fan that's gonna be mounted onto in these little things, and then to where that a bigger fan would keep it cool, keep the top stuff layer cool, because I got a lot of things going on at the top. This here just keeps the air circulating at the bottom for the board, so the board don't overheat. And especially these little wires, they get hot fast, man. If you got everything done right, they should not. But still, I don't trust them little wires. They get hot pretty quick, man. Especially if you're running a lot of stuff on them. So if you know about anything wiring or anything, you certainly know about that situation. So I'm going to tap into this, and the first thing pulls up is Kodi. I'm not going to go into that because I got to have a keyboard hooked up, and my keyboard I do not have hooked up at the time. But right here you have a lot of systems. Dreamcast, I don't have any games that pretty right now. Sega does some stuff, Sega Master, Mega Drive, and all this other good thing. Neo Geo, I was saying about had good games and stuff. But my setup is pretty good. I mean, the guy who actually made this, he's pretty good, man, and you can't go wrong with that at all. So, PlayStation, I have a few select games, and I'm trying to get Crash Bandicoot 2 on there. I'm trying to do this with one hand, man. So, alright, so this is the PlayStation area here. I do have the Tekken. I'm gonna show you that does work. I do need to get an art cover for it, but I'm gonna run Tekken down here. Just to show you that it is the game, Netcode, and Tekken 3. It's pretty cool, man. So I'm gonna back out of it, and I still have some of the games I want to put on there, like Mega Man X, Mega Man 8, Capcom games, and some other stuff. And you got the Super Nintendo Falcon that wasn't released from out here, and there's a lot of Japanese games that are in English. The guy that actually did it translated that all these through English, so some games never were released to the US, but there's a lot of good games, man, that these guys made that came out from their country to from ours, and they pretty good. I mean, you got to go through it and see what it's about. I never had a chance to even got to play it. I just been fooling with my Nintendo, trying to do a lot of modification to it, and so I never had a chance to sit down and actually play a game except for Streets of Rage 3, TurboGrafx 16, the Z Machine. I never heard of this one, but it's pretty cool. Now Kodi, I do have that set up completely, and I don't know if a lot of people ever got theirs done correctly or not, but that's why I had this in here, because I just don't want this just to be a Nintendo console. I turned this into a system to where I can put this in the living room, or bring it to a friend, or take it on a trip, whatever, and use it as watch movies. Now I do have the Nintendo cartridge built, custom built. I'm gonna add that program on there later on this evening, and buy a little mini Wi-Fi dongle from one of my retailer stores and stuff like that. So check out more into that. Atari, I tried a few games in there, but Atari's pretty lit. I think my folders is jacked up here, man. I don't know how to go back and see what's the deal with that. Let me Let's see. Let's go to. I even played a little bit of Sega Master last night, and some odd reason. I wonder what this is. What's going on here? But I don't know. When I click on the game, it's actually opening up to something different. So maybe I might have. Okay, there we go. This all Nintendo games here, and it's pretty cool, man. I mean, you can sit there and play some games. Back to the Future too. Never was a big fan of that, but it's pretty cool. Alright, so just to show you what it looked like, everything like that. You can hear the fan running, and it's good, man, to kind of think that way. And you can get all these parts, man, off of Amazon. Your fan and everything else. Certain things you can look up for your modification. You know, I did it for mines and LED LED lights, all this stuff, man. It's pretty good. It's good to have this, man. But yeah, this is my review of my Nintendo. I mean, you can learn more, man. If you know, they got a lot of videos out here, guys, showing you how to trying to jump up on here. I guess I can't do it with one hand, but show you how to get your system right and what you need to look for. They got all type of other videos, people helping you out. It's all about, you ask yourself a question. You're gonna spend for a Nintendo NES. You spending $300-400, you can actually build your own Nintendo, customize, and much more for less under $100 bucks. Now, if you got $100 to spend, then you are in the pocket. You know, you might spend about like a little over 100, like about 50 more bucks, 60 more bucks. Nothing under, no over 2 or under 200. But you know, to get things right, you're gonna spend money. You gotta spend money, man, to be able to get what you're looking for. If you want to be cheap, they got stuff out there that's cheap, but it's not gonna run. You know, you want something that's gonna keep you going, that when you bring to someone's house, they're gonna want you to do it, or they're gonna want you to, you know, hey man, I need you to, you know, hook me up one of these. You know, then you know you can either make a profit off of it, or you can just do it for your friend or your buddy or the family member. But and you can get this 8BitDo. You can buy these anywhere, man, or go to www.8bitdo.com. And these guys here, they got all the support, software, update. You gotta update this thing before you can put it on any of these boards or whatever. But they got all the controllers you need, good prices, and check them out. But this is your boy Kicking It with Ray, and I don't really do too many videos on a lot of things because I'm still trying to get at got a lot of work ahead of me. But you know, subscribe if you like. Push that like button and that subscribe button. Let me know what you think, and appreciate y'all guys from checking out my video. Peace.